How's everybody doing? Just throw this up real quick. All right, so hopefully the chat is going. It looks like everything seems to be working. Just give me just a second, guys. The only thing is the Periscope stream doesn't seem to be working, so it seems like it's just you guys on YouTube right now. Actually, let's get rid of that one. Put this one up. And what we're going to talk about today, I'm actually going to throw the phone number up here now early just to kind of get this one going because I don't have a ton of time right now to do this. But yeah, guys, you know, I got completely banned out of Facebook again. Hopefully, you guys are able to hear me. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to look at some of the comments and stuff now. I want to let you guys know that you can see the YouTube chat is in the actual video as well as our Discord channel that we have. So if now it should be working where if you comment in the general section of the Discord while we're live like this with the chat up in the corner, well, that corner I think it is actually, you will have your chat on there as well. So you can join that. We have that information posted on our Facebook page as well as I believe on Twitter. So you guys want to share this. What I really want to do is I really want to open up the discussion about internet censorship right now and what's happening because I'm so tired of being banned off of Facebook for anytime I mention anything about transgender and even if it's just sharing a link, which is what happened this time. I just simply shared a link and they banned me for 30 days. It was a link to a t-shirt that's a Patriot Media t-shirt. It says transgender, your mental illness, not mine. And they banned me for 30 days for sharing that. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. And thank you for the congratulations there, Jim. I appreciate that. It's really insane because it's not just me. It's a lot of people. But I have, at Patriot Media, we've been hit quite a bit for just like silly stuff. I mean, stuff that's absolutely ridiculous. Anything that talks against the narratives that they're pushing, they don't like. And I would actually like to hear if any of you guys have experienced the same thing. So if you want to give a call, the number is 772-405-7616. I see on the YouTube here, there's a lot of chat about cryptocurrency and all this stuff going on. But what I really want to talk about is what's going on internet censorship wise. And I also, the content of what we're being censored about. I mean, you have people out there who are openly saying that President Trump has some kind of mental illness, but yet the people who are transgender, where it is legitimately a mental illness, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly normal. But yet President Trump has mental illness. This is what the left is pushing now. I mean, CNN is falling apart at the seams. I posted a video about the interview with Jake Tapper and Stephen Miller, and it's, you know, if you watch the whole thing in its entirety, it's just sad. It's sad that people actually like to tune into CNN and watch this crap. Because that's what it is, crap. I mean, it's horrible. And I also want to let you guys know that because we're, you know, experiencing censorship all over, scrolling across the bottom of the screen, we have all of our social medias for pretty much, you know, our Instagram, obviously the YouTube channel you guys are watching on now, Periscope. Periscope, for some reason, is not, I'm going to have to see what the deal is, why it's not broadcasting to Periscope right now when we do these kind of lives. But the audience that we catch usually on just YouTube alone is not really anything in comparison to what we get on Facebook. Hopefully someone will be able to share this out to our Facebook page and some groups and just let people know that Patriot Media is on a 30-day ban, so we will be unable to do Facebook Lives. I've been trying to do some trickery, and they caught me on it, and they are making me go through a whole verification process, so you will not be seeing me on Facebook Live probably due to the heavy censorship that's happening. They've thrown me in jail 3 times in a row for sharing Freedom Crew to out-of-state page. I get out January the 9th. Yeah, I mean, see, we're all getting it. And Susan, how are you? I just got my Facebook back after 30 days for speaking out against Islam. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what's happening. Transgender or Islam, they throw you right in Facebook jail. And they also censor you heavy on all these other leftist social media sites. So I really need to start using Gab.ai a little bit more. I'm really, you know, I've tried to... I had the pro account and I tried to update it. It will not let me update it, or else we would be also live streaming from Gab.ai because I think that that's an important platform to try to grow. It is free speech. I mean, you see all kinds of stuff on there. We're on there. It's new. It's just starting to pick up. So that if anybody's interested, that's good to check out. I just got my Facebook back for 30 days for speaking up. Yeah. So Frosty, I hear you on that one. I mean. The two things I've gotten banned for the most on Facebook is Islam and transgender. Those two things. And it's pretty sad that when you share a t-shirt, and because the word transgender is in the link to be able to visit the website, that you get banned for that. I mean, that's just insane. That is some serious communist style censorship of what they're trying to pull over here. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I think we have to start speaking out more about it. I mean, most people have no idea what's going on. You know, my wife, prior to actually being with me, Periscope won't let me chat. Well, I don't even know if this is on Periscope right now, to be honest with you, because Periscope was giving me problems with the restream. So I got to work on that and figure out what the story is there. But so my wife, before we were, before we were married, she didn't, and while we were dating and all that stuff, she never realized the level of censorship that is happening to people on the right who are speaking out against these things. Because most people on Facebook are not... You see, most people on Facebook take content. They watch stuff. They read posts. Most of them don't like anything. They don't comment. They don't do anything except watch stuff. So they're not producing content. And so most people don't experience the level of censorship that people like myself do, who are creating content, trying to build something on a larger scale. And then, the leftist trolls come out of the woodworks, and they just love to report every single post that we do on Patriot Media. So that's why it's important that all you guys share our stuff, because otherwise we're not going to get out. I mean, when we do a live and we have people calling in saying that they firsthand saw voter fraud with the Roy Moore election, these are everyday people. I don't talk to these people beforehand. They just call and they told us that what they saw at the election. You're not going to hear that on the news. You're not going to hear that. They don't like us crushing their narratives. And it's not just us. It's a lot of other people. But that's what we're doing. We're getting everyday people to say, look, this is what happened. This is what I saw. This is my experience. I mean, that is what counts, not what they portray on the news, right? They're just brainwashing people, and they've been doing it for a long time. All these people that like CNN are mentally damaged. I'm sorry, but if you watch CNN on a regular basis and you think that that's legitimate news, you are mentally damaged. There is something wrong with you. It is like a cancer eating at your brain. That is what CNN does. The other ones are bad too, but CNN is like the giant dump at the bottom of the sewer water. I mean, that is CNN. They don't even have a place, in my opinion, to be around. Not for legitimate news, entertainment purposes maybe, but you don't get any legitimate news from them. You get propaganda. Always share. Yes, Susan, that's what we like. That's how I found this feed. I'll share this feed. Thank you, Frosty. Yeah, I mean, we got to get the word out on Facebook that people need to also join our Periscope. Even though we're having problems with Periscope, we still have YouTube. We still have all that. I hope the stream is coming in clear through you guys. It looks good on my end. But, as I go, I keep tweaking things and trying to make them better and trying to see if I can broadcast at a higher resolution, although the services change the resolution based on whatever they can support. But I'm tweaking it. I'm learning as I'm going, so just bear with me, guys. But basically, that's what's going on. I really wanted to come on here and make a video like this and open it up for people to call. I know there's not a lot of people in right now. So what I'll say is, if you're catching this video after the fact, go ahead and call and leave a voicemail. And next time that I come live, we'll play the voicemails. We could talk about them. And hopefully we'll be able to get this working on Periscope. I don't even know if it's working on there right now, to be honest with you. But if it is, cool. Retweet it. Do whatever you got to do. But... This is what's going on. So please connect with us in other ways. You should also join our Instagram. I think I'm going to really start using that a lot too. The live feature is pretty cool, but the videos delete after 24 hours, so you kind of have to catch them when they're on there if you want to see what's going on. I would call in, but I'm watching on my phone. If this feed stays up, I will call in and join the conversation. Stream is good on my end. Awesome, Frosty. That sounds good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that because as I keep tweaking this stuff and trying to make it better, I'm learning as I go, and we're trying to really set up a platform to get information out. I think what we've done in 1 year is pretty significant. We've had videos on Facebook that 750,000 views, 1 million views. We're getting information out there. 100,000 here, 200,000 here. I mean, it doesn't. That's pretty crazy to think about. That I started this being Patriot Media a year ago and to see the successes that we have. Even on YouTube, you know, we have videos that have decent amounts of views. And so we're just trying to expand it all because we really have to get the message out. We have to try to change people's minds and get people up and doing something, whatever it is, because this is not slowing down. Okay, they regroup, they change their tactics slightly, and then they come right back. And they're trying to provoke a civil war in this country. When we look at what happened in Memphis, and we see that it wasn't just a statue that was removed, that was a grave site. That was a grave site, okay, of a veteran of this country. So I mean, it's just disgusting the levels that they're going to right now. And this has to be exposed, right? And it is little by little, but this kind of stuff is really rearing its head across this country, and we need people to spread this information. If you can't get out, you know, share the stuff. If you can't you get out, but you can financially support people who are spreading the message like we are, do that. You know, try to contribute in whatever way you can. If you're a graphic artist, you know, try to offer some services to people to help them look a little bit, you know, more official, whatever it is. If you want to contribute to this movement, you bring something to it, and you just have to kind of say like that you want to help and that you want to do something. And most of the people, I know myself, like I try to read all the messages. We get a lot of inbox messages on our Facebook. You know, I do get a lot of emails, so sometimes it takes me a while to like get through them all. But I put myself out there to try to be able to communicate with people directly as much as possible, because I really feel that that's what we're doing here at Patriot Media. Is it's, you know, by the people for the people. And we have every regular day people who are just out there doing something on there. These are not people who are groomed to become, you know, anchors on TV or CNN anchors. These are just people, you know, that are out here speaking their mind, and we're figuring out a way to utilize all these tools to help spread the message and to help spread the knowledge and in some cases the entertainment, because honestly, these leftist lunatics are entertainment half the time. I mean, it's sad, but that is the truth. That is the truth. The Trayvon Martin Zimmerman case ruined a few friendships with black guys that didn't watch the case as close as I did. On Facebook, they blasted me as a racist because facts were hard. Well, that's the thing, because the left, what they do is they appeal to your emotions. They don't appeal to facts. They don't want to admit the facts of any situation. Facts do not matter to liberals and people on the left. Either that, or they fabricate some facts up by manipulating this, manipulating that. Like the people that say, "Oh, Obama's economy was great." Like, by what metrics was Obama's economy great? He tanked this country worse than really any other president before him. I mean, there's arguably that some of the other presidents did bad stuff too, but Obama really decimated this country. So anyone who says that he had a great economy and was a great contributor to this country clearly is brainwashed, probably by CNN. And all it is, it's emotional appeal. You know, people are like, oh, it was the first black president, so it's like, you know, you have to automatically give him respect and like him because he's the first black president, when the guy, all he wanted to do was change this country, you know, from a democratic republic really to a socialist country. I mean, every single one of his actions show that that's what he was trying to do, is inch us closer and closer towards a socialist country. No doubt about it. So anyway, guys, you know, if you like this, hit that thumbs up, share it. You know, the main point of this is I wanted to open up a conversation. You know, my viewership on Facebook is not what it is, or I'm sorry, on YouTube is not what it is on Facebook. You know, we usually get some call-ins and stuff like that. But so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one, but hit the thumbs up, guys. You know, thank you for the people who are commenting and sharing this stuff. That's the only way we're going to be able to win this. And believe me when I tell you, this battle is ramping up. When we can't even speak our minds or get our message out, and I'm not personally attacking anybody, okay? And I'm saying a true statement, as harsh and as blunt as it might be. Like, that is something that is not, it should not classify under the criteria to get banned off Facebook for 30 days. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't care. You know, I understand that it's like an authoritarian government when you're dealing with Facebook, but it's just ridiculous. You know, they're taking extreme advantage of censoring people because they are still the #1 social media platform, and they're taking advantage of that. And they are trying to silence as many conservatives as possible, and they're trying to be able to push their agenda any opportunity they get, and trying to make, you know, Mark Zuckerberg like he's some kind of hero or something, and any word that he says is, oh, Mark Zuckerberg. It's like, no, garbage. So anyway, guys, with that, I'm gonna take off here, but we'll talk soon. Take it easy.